Hi everyone, welcome back to Conversations with My Breast Friend, episode 2. I just wanted to thank everybody who tuned in for the first episode, explaining what this vlog is about, what my current situation is, and just what this journey is all about. So this episode is going to be about getting BRCA tested. How, when, why, where. I got a lot of questions and comments on my Instagram asking about the BRCA test, so that's what this episode is going to be about, as well as talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month because it is officially October, and I'm going to talk to you guys about Think Before You Pink, and that's just discussing the different charities involved for breast cancer and how to navigate the world of what to donate to. So let's get started. So I just wanted to talk about getting BRCA tested, when, why, where, and how. Now, I got BRCA tested because my father tested positive for BRCA1 when he was diagnosed with colon cancer. I, of course, procrastinated for at least a year before I actually got tested, whereas my sister got tested immediately upon my dad's diagnosis. So because we have a parent with the BRCA gene and with cancer history with both of my dad's parents, our grandmother and our grandfather, we have a very strong family history of cancer. So that immediately gave us clearance from our insurance to get tested for the BRCA gene, and it was also covered. I didn't have to pay anything. Most testing ranges between a few $100s to a couple $1,000s. It just depends on your insurance. If you do have a strong history of cancer in your family, it's more likely that insurance will cover the testing. So check with your insurance, call them, and see if they cover that testing. There's also a company called Color that offers the BRCA testing. I think that recently launched. It's $100 to just test for BRCA1 and BRCA2, but they also offer a panel for I believe it's 30 gene mutations that can also increase your risk of cancer. It's not just BRCA that exists. They also offer that for, I think, 300. I'd have to check, but I'll post the information below for the testing from Color. I do want to advise that it is a very personal decision to get tested for BRCA because it is a lot of information to have in your hands. I personally am of the belief that knowledge is power, so knowing that I am BRCA positive means that I can take the necessary measures and preventative surveillance things like MRIs and mammograms, that I am better equipped education-wise as far as what's required so that I can, be more empowered to take control of my own health. So a lot of people avoid getting tested for this reason because it is something scary. No one wants to hear that you have a gene mutation and you're at an increased risk for breast cancer. So it's a very personal decision. They do offer genetic counseling. I did not go to a genetic counselor only because my sister had already gone to one, and she explained, the things that they talk about. They basically go over your lifetime risk. They tell you what paths you can take versus if you want to go the prophylactic surgeries, such as the preventative mastectomy, or if you want to go to the surveillance route with mammograms, blood work, MRIs, that kind of thing. They basically give you all the information you need to make decisions as for what path you want to take. I requested the test through my general practitioner, so just my regular doctor. He made the prescription to get the blood test. I believe there are also spit tests to get this done, but mine was done with the rest of my blood panel that I have every year. And so I got that tested, and then when my test results came back positive, he sat with me explaining, like, hey, you're BRCA1 positive. And then I shared that information with my gynecologist because that's also related to ovarian cancer and because that's general women's health. I think that's it for BRCA testing. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment below and I'll be happy to answer them. I just wanted to talk about Think Before You Pink. As October is officially the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it is very important that you do your research and actually find out where your money is going when you buy pink products, otherwise known as pink washing. So one of the big ones is, of course, Susan G. Komen, the Race for the Cure. I believe my dad got this hat for me at one of the half marathons that I ran. Susan G. Komen actually only donates less than 20% of the money that they make. Mind you, they are a multi-billion-dollar company, so a lot of the money that they get doesn't actually go towards research. They are basically kind of a for-profit nonprofit. There's nothing against Susan G. Komen. They've done a lot of work to bring awareness to breast cancer and research. They're just not very charitable when it comes to donating to research. So I'll tell you which charities that I personally like to donate to. One of my favorites is the V Foundation. My family and I were huge fans of Stuart Scott, the sports journalist, and they have a charity in his name through the V Foundation, and they are highly rated charity for cancer research. There's also FORCE, which is Facing Our Risk of Cancer Empowered. This website was actually great for me when I was first looking into BRCA because they have a lot of articles and information about your risk and any information for BRCA, as well as they provide, one of the things that I thought was great, they provide peer-to-peer support. So I have to finalize my application, but you can be paired up with someone who's similar in age, life experience, who's gone through this situation. So in my case, someone who's already gone through a preventative mastectomy, and you can basically ask them questions about what it was like, what their recovery was, what to expect. If I have any questions, I can talk to them, and so it's just a great one-on-one peer support that they provide through FORCE. I also like to donate to Fuck Cancer. This is actually two organizations that joined together. There was Let's F Cancer and then Fuck Cancer, and they became Fuck Cancer. Actually, one of my good friends is the COO of that company, but what they provide, they are all about prevention. So they provide all kinds of information for doing breast exams, what to look for lung cancer, colon cancer. They also have a side program that helps youth with cancer, and they provide camping trips and different kind of activities for them to normalize their experience and to provide as a support system. So that's a great charity. This shirt was actually from one of the events that they did here in Los Angeles. And then I also like to buy products that support women with breast cancer or breast cancer research. Recently, I purchased this sports bra from Athleta. They recently released their Empower bra. This is the Power of She. I don't know if you can see it. On the band it says Power of She, and it's a bright magenta pink. But they also provide a mastectomy bra, so it's a sports bra that zips in the front, and it's for women who've gone through preventative mastectomy, and if maybe they're going through the expander process or they just got their breast implant exchange, because it zips up from the front and the seams are made specifically so that when they sit on the scar tissue it's not uncomfortable. So and they actually met with women who've gone through mastectomies and breast cancer survivors to design the bra, so it's very important that they got that kind of informational contribution from people who've actually lived this experience. I also bought, these aren't the specific leggings, but there's a company called the Girlfriend Collective. You can see the label there. They are donating for this month when you purchase their Desert Rose color, which of course is their pink legging color, that they are donating to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, which is a highly rated charity through Charity Navigator. These leggings are super comfy. They have a very good stretch profile. They pass the test when you bend over. You're not going to see through your butt. They feel like butter. But also they are highlighting breast cancer survivors throughout the month, women who wear their products, and to give their stories. So it's just a reminder to make sure that you do your research to figure out where your money is going to when you find a pink ribbon product or anything that promotes breast cancer awareness and research. Definitely do your research. So that's it for this week's vlog on conversation with my best friend. Next week I will do an episode regarding my surgical consultations. I am meeting with another plastic surgeon on Friday the 13th. Ooh, Halloween. So I will do a full episode on that just so that I can put all the consultations that I've had in one episode. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll be happy to answer them in my next vlog. Hope you guys have a great week.